I have the interim director of the Department of Multimedia Communications, Dr. N.Y. Taylor. How are you this morning? Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us. What I want to do is just give the opportunity to tell everybody at home about our partnership this morning that makes the Parade Live possible.
We're in partnership with Title III at the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff and the Business Incubator, and we're just really, really glad to be here. This is our first time doing this. Y'all are doing a really good job, and we're looking forward to people seeing us all over the world.
Wonderful. So as you know, we're live right now on YouTube. Thank you everybody for watching. Can you tell us more about the Multimedia Communications Department?
Well, we recently separated from the Department of English, so we're a department now, and we're working on a national accreditation. So we're making a lot of changes. We're looking for a lot of new things, and this is one of the new things, and I think we're going to do well.
Absolutely. Dr. Taylor, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I'm Fredrick Price. A very exciting and historic morning for us here from the Multimedia Communication Department. This is the first year that we've done something like this. The crowd is obviously very excited. A lot of people showed up.
They sure did. I'm really excited about this. They have here a golden time of year.
That's exactly what it is. Right, I'm actually the alumni from Watson Chapel, graduated in 2017, so it's good to see my school representing. Of course, they're always the first in the homecoming parade every year. It never fails, and they always look really nice, cool, calm, and collected.
Okay, next up, the Chancellor coming up. I really enjoyed him and alumni. Particularly yesterday, he really talked about things that he's ready to bring to the university and what's already been done. I'm really excited about it.
I must say he's done a lot of innovation, a lot of improvements that definitely been made for the university. We're headed in a step forward. Of course, there's Veronica Alexander, the first lady. Oh yeah, club, very prominent club. And Pine Bluff, to say the least, Miss SGA Kimberly Boyd is over there, repping her school as well. She is honest.
Really doing things on campus that have been really for. She's even gotten curfew pushed back for us.
I saw that. It's really good, especially when you need some extra setting time with some friends. It's something that's always been good for a lot of people.
A treasurer for SGA.
It's going to be a lot of SGA people coming this morning. It's a very cold morning, to say the least.
Really
on a
is.
Saturday. The high is going to be around 70 today, so when the game starts, it kicks off at 2:30. It's definitely going to be a beautiful place to be. And might I add, Simmons Bank Field, if you haven't seen the field yet, you have to come tonight, or this afternoon, I should say, for the game, because Simmons Bank really did a good number for the UAPB Golden Line football field.
Coming up next, we have the Royal Court. And don't forget, vote for Miss Angelica Perkins on Ebony.
That's right, the Ebony magazine is one of the most prominent magazines, I must say. And we give the Miss UAPBs the option to be on the Ebony magazine. So of course you can go online and vote for her. Now coming up here soon, we're gonna have the Royal Court, which is actually happening right now. And the cheerleaders and the band is gonna make their way. M4, who doesn't know M4?
Machine of the Mid-South.
And
we will also be having a special presentation during halftime. We will have Flesh and Bone from Bones Thugs and Harmony.
Flesh and Bones. You know, I've never actually heard their music before. I had to do an assignment on them last summer during summer school, and I said, "What? We have a band named Flesh and Bones? Have you all ever heard their music before?"
Last year for the biology department, or really just the STEM department, they had a whole hip hop and science lecture series, and Flesh and Bone came and spoke, and I'm really excited about them coming back and wanting to come back. That means we've done what we're supposed to do as a university and making them feel welcome.
I don't think at this point we can stop doing what we're supposed to do, honestly. Like I mentioned earlier, a lot of improvements been made by Chancellor Alexander and some of the other directors for a lot of the programs and departments that we have on campus. It's really, we're headed in a good step forward, and I think this is probably the most exciting time to be on campus, to be at UAPB. And this time, homecoming, a lot of the alumni can come and see some of the accomplishments that we've made this year.
Yes, and that's, see, and you're talking about elevation, and that's exactly what Miss Angelica Perkins, our 2018-2019 Miss University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, has been talking about elevating UAPB.
That's exactly what's going on. So
Next, you can hear the band. You
They're
guys
on their way.
Ain't No Stopping Us Now. The band is under the direction of Mr. John R. Graham.
you can literally hear them from a mile away. They're just that good. But just think about the amount of practice time that these band members had during the summer.
Yes, this is actually my first year not being a part of the marching
Really?
to the Mid-South.
Why not?
Well, I am about to graduate this December, so I had to take a semester off, give
Congratulations.
Talk about some of the hard work that you all had to endure, especially during the summer practices.
Band camp goes from my freshman year, we had a month worth of band camp. Really stressful, but
How early in the morning?
we had to wake up at 4 in order to record by
Yikes.
4:30.
That is an early morning
What time
wake
you
up
guys finish at
call.
nighttime?
It really depends on the band director.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work.
It is.
Sounds like.
I was in band in high school. They gave me the option to do it in college. I said no.
So was I. I was going to be in this band, and I was like,
I mean, I love him for a band, don't get me wrong.
No.
But that's a lot of tenacity and hard work. I don't know if I can do it.
This year the band is really huge this year.
Yes, it's really big. It's really big.
Excited about the number.
A big freshman class in the band.
Really making their impact. Freshmen, and it's probably a very diverse band too. Everybody from all over the world, I should say, come to this band.
And there's 4 drum majors this year. I've never
Four drum
seen
majors?
4 drum
Wow, I didn't
majors
know that.
since I've been here.
I didn't know that.
I'm really excited about that.
I did not know we had 4 drum majors. That's just how massive the band's going to be. Of course, they're going to have a nice homecoming performance. Homecoming
Here's the cheer squad.
making
Looking
their
as
appearance.
beautiful as ever. I know they're cold though with those shorts.
I'm freezing out here. Like I mentioned that too. That weather is a little cold.
It's really cold out
Going back
here.
to the band though, a nice halftime performance that they have planned for homecoming. Some of my friends that I was talking to, they did a lot of practicing throughout the week. So I can't wait to see what they have in store for us for homecoming
We're now looking
halftime.
at the Golden Silks, looking beautiful.
Always.
As usual.
How massive. It's great to see that the community is coming to support as well. UAPB, University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. We are in the community of Pine Bluff, so why not come out? A lot of people, police is making their presence, alumni is making their presence, students are making their presence. It's really just a fun time of the year, to say the least. Someone said on a Facebook post that this time of the year is almost like a holiday for Pine Bluff.
It is.
That just shows
It
the
is a
impact.
holiday.
It
I
is.
said people come out. They even put a tent in Walmart just for
Really?
the Arrow section.
Whoa.
Like, it's really something to see how happy people are just to come back, how happy people are just to celebrate a school and its legacy. 145 years of being HBCU.
And now we have the Marching Musical Commission of the Mid-South playing Before I Let Go.
I let go. Wow, they do really well. Their musical renditions never seems to fail. And Diana, you actually had a little bit more information about the band, did you?
The Marching Musical Commission of the Mid-South. They kicked off the homecoming week at Fort Chancellor. Did you guys go?
Yes, I had seen in Vesper. It was really an exciting time. I enjoyed the music that Dunbar played. It was a really great time to kick off with God being the surface of the whole victory. It was really great.
A lot of people. Like I mentioned, you can hear them from a mile away. Just imagine being here in person and listening to a very large band taking up the entire main street here in Pine Bluff.
Well, can I say that I really being a part of the band? It's so different. Being able to actually watch the band from the outside.
There are some brass players.
The Marching Musical Machine of the Mid-South. Shout out to the piccolo section. I was a part of the piccolo section.
I was a brass player when I was in high school.
I played the clarinet, the best
You all were woodwinds.
Not really the best one.
the best instrument, okay?
Woodwinds are taking over tonight.
Yeah.
Today.
Woodwind Nation. You said you played brass. What
I
instrument?
played the trombone. First cheer, I was first cheer. I think a couple of years my bandmate got me. He got first cheer and I got second cheer, but I usually try to get first year. I'm not gonna say, I'm not gonna sound narcissistic this morning, but I was a good brass player, so I kind of miss it though. If I could go back and do it all over again, trust me, I would. You mentioned some of the events that happened this homecoming week. They kicked it off at Full Council Church. There was also a comedy show on Monday with Coco Brown on Tyler Perry's Single Mom. A lot of you probably know it, and Desi Banks. Benji Brown was actually the headliner of the show.
And the thing is, it's so great to see how people can go from a small thing such as Instagram and make something big of themselves. It's really inspiring. It just shows that with hard work and dedication to something, you do.
A lot of dedication indeed. I mean, that's just the age that we live in, where social media, you can do a podcast. You don't even need a radio show anymore. You can do a podcast or a Facebook Live, Instagram Live, and just how it reaches everyone, not just locally, but just think about globally.
Yes.
Social media is definitely a useful outlet.
Global journalism, as they like to call it. Global journalism.
That's exactly what it is. Of course, Tuesday they had the Golden Lion Festival. They had a lot of food and games and candy. I was able to attend that event. We have some video of that we're going to show here later on. But that was a fun event to see all of the students come together, and some of the alumni actually come together for this homecoming week.
I'm the president of an organization that actually participated, the Health Awareness for Educators. It was a really exciting event. A really exciting event. It was really great being able to see kids' faces, being happy to receive candy, and the students, knowing that college students really still love to trunk or treat. Really, great.
We mentioned a lot of college students and even a lot of alumni. I actually emceed an event Thursday at the Country Club. It was the Donors Banquet, and you'd be amazed at how many people actually still give to the university. And I'm talking a lot of money. Look at Simmons, how much money they gave for the new football field. It looks great.
New screens, a new field.
$0.4 million. And the Chancellor was talking yesterday about that we were actually in sync with all the other HBCUs. Like,
which is great.
In sync, meaning like we're there, like we're competing, because NCAT, one of the biggest HBCUs, in history, they just got money to,
revamp their programs, essentially, and I think that's good. We need to understand that here at the university level that we're at that competition level with some of these other universities.
See, the thing about it is the amount that we receive for our, renovation of our field, they've only got $1.5 million from us.
Seriously.
So, we're in the game.
Extremely appreciative. We're extremely grateful.
We did win Home Depot's School School.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Field,
that was a good
windows,
one.
parking lot.
And Sissy's Log Cabin, they announced that the Donors Banquet is actually going to be donating a significant amount of money to the baseball fields too. So that's going to be an exciting time. Of course, Wednesday they continued this homecoming week with Coronation, Miss Angelica Perkins.
I really liked the take that she took. Although it was different because the Hyper, was being renovated, they took it to the Fine Arts, and it was really great. Really royal event for me.
As well as a prom. That has been my first time in my 4 years here that we have had a prom.
Yeah, after Coronation. What was it, a masquerade thing?
Yes. It was really nice. It's something different.
We always talk about Miss Angelica Perkins, but we have yet to mention Mr. UAPB.
Mr. UAPB. This is the first year that we've done it?
Well, no, it's not the first year, it's the fourth year.
The fourth year, okay.
So,
but Mr. Blake Connor, I'm sure he was excited just as well as Angelica was.
We actually have a full court, Mr. and Mrs. Freshman.
Really? We do, indeed.
Yes, Mr. Sophomore, Junior, and Senior, and Mr. UAPB.
I can't remember the last time it was since we've had a full court of people.
The last year was about 2009, 2010.
Oh, wow.
It was like years ago.
Still in 5th grade.
Hello, how are you doing?
Good morning. It's great to be here and be part of this celebration.
Okay, so
I'm Jared Henderson. I'm running for governor. I won the Democratic nomination in May, and it's just great to be out here to celebrate with y'all. I can't believe we're 4 days from this election.
Okay, so what made you want to come out and actually, come see what our history is?
Yeah, well, I've been working in Pine Bluff and in southeastern Arkansas for most of the last decade. I've been working in public education, spent a lot of time on the schools. I know a lot of kids that have graduated from Pine Bluff High here and other places in the county and are students at the school, so it's great to just be here and celebrate.
What is your favorite part about the homecoming parade so far?
Just, I mean, the energy. It's a beautiful morning. Everyone's here. They're happy. They're celebrating both the people that are getting educated now and also just the history of this great institution.
Will you be attending the game?
Yes, we'll be there for at least a lot of it, that's for sure. We're actually in 5 different towns in southeast Arkansas later today, but we're spending about 3 hours here and about an hour everywhere else.
We do it because we have staff that works here that goes to the HBCU.
Yes, I'm trying to remember all the ones that we're going to. So we woke up in Little Rock, we came here to Pine Bluff, we're going to go to Dumas, to cross it, and then we're going to be at El Dorado and I think Camden as well. So
we love our HBCU.
And then at some point I'll get home late tonight. I don't know what.
For the last few years.
That's right.
And we have won first place each year with our beautiful float that we make. And immediately after 2017,
I am running for governor. That's right.
Why do you want to be governor? What are you going to bring to the table that hasn't been brought to Arkansas?
Well, so I have a different background than our current governor. You know, he's been in politics for about 35 years. You know, I've spent a decade in business. I spent some time working in science for NASA. I spent most of the last 10 years working in public education, mostly in southeastern Arkansas and the Delta. And it's just given me a real passion to make sure that everyone gets a fair shot, whether they're a student in public schools, whether someone who wants to build or grow a small business on Main Street in a small town, or whether it's just everyone that's struggling to figure out how they pay their health insurance premiums. We need some new ideas so that everyone in the state gets a fair opportunity, not just people that live in a few different zip codes.
It's because my Uncle Mark was a youth, and I just knew I wanted to be a part of something great like that. Not only that, but the men that come out and side are so self-sacrificing.
So we are seeing right now, we're on record pace for midterm turnout. If this keeps up over the next 4 days, we could have one of the highest voting totals we've had in midterm elections in decades. And if that happens, we could have some real change. We could elect a lot of new people that could really take the state in a different positive direction. So I would encourage everyone to go use their voice, use their vote.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Good to meet you all. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you all. Take care.
Welcome back to the party, huh? It was nice to have a Democrat who is the Democratic representative, Jared Henderson.
We have Dollar Way High School Band and then Pine Bluff High School up after that.
Dollar Way and Pine Bluff. Dollar Way actually has had some accomplishments, to say the least. They got first place in the Pine Bluff Rodeo Parade this year. They're going to have a nice selection of music for us coming up here shortly. They actually also got first place in the El Dorado Parade, and they have several competitions coming up in January.
We have 35 people in the band. Actually, the middle school will be marching in with the high school.
Really? That's good to hear.
Our major is valedictorian, and he's also part of the student council.
It's great to know that even in the band, you have student representatives all over.
I'm really excited to see them.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's gonna be good to say the
The
least.
high school, they have, I believe, 4 students who made it to state. Lakeisha Green, player, Romello Turner on trumpet, Layla Baker on trumpet, and Clarissa Gibson. Oh, Clarissa Gibson actually now marches for the Marching Youth Commission.
Because I have class with that young lady. She's a very, very sweet young lady. Of course, Easy and the fire departments here locally are making their presence here at the parade, as you can see, as you can hear too.
We have the Flag Girls.
Flag Girl Color Guard. Here we go. Making their presence
many different
here.
flags.
It is. You know how hard it is to
They are
twirl?
released September.
September, yes, by Earth, Wind, and Fire. Very prominent song.
Since I see this girl,
Majorettes?
Oh, majorettes.
Majorettes. A lot of bands here have majorettes. They're there to liven up the party, and that's exactly what they're doing this morning. September by Earth, Wind, and Fire. That's one of my favorite classics. Do you remember? Please, I remember. 35 people. And they have 35 people. They have such a nice even mention there's the middle school. I don't know if you can see it on camera. You're going to see it here shortly. But the middle school is marching with this band this year, and I just think that is so adorable, don't you think? It gives the middle school students an opportunity.
Young man with the trombone.
Yeah, I see him. Look at him. So adorable, so adorable. I actually started in 6th grade, so they're starting early just like I did. Of course, if you're just joining us, we're here at the 2018 Homecoming Parade for UAPB. It's a very cold Saturday morning, I guess because the sun hasn't hit our ankle yet.
Please go out and vote for Angelica Perkins for 2018 Ebony Campus Queen. Stop by ebony.com/campus queen and vote for our UAPB as Ebony HBC Campus Queen 2018 and Ebony Magazine.
What a wonderful opportunity. I've never actually been in the bonfire before.
This was actually my first time going as a regular student. Really cold, really cold.
This time of the year, this time last year, it was so hot. It was so unseasonably hot.
I was wearing like 2 jackets. That was cold.
Wow.
You gotta love this time of the year to say the
I
least.
didn't think the block party had because it was raining.
Yeah, it was raining.
And the block party for the next day, which was a great event as well.
Here we have Miss Donaway High School, our queen.
She looks really nice. I'm loving her crown. She looks really nice, girl. Yes, and they did reschedule the bonfire, like you mentioned, Dallas, or not the bonfire, the block party for Friday, which was a fun event for a lot of students. The alumni assembly was actually that morning as well. And it was a fish fry and a showcase. Now this coming...
Since we're talking about Dalliss homecoming sport, what's so exciting about their homecoming is that all students vote.
Oh, wow.
The king is Darion Thorne, he's a football player, he's a defensive back. Queen Kanisha Owens, senior class president. The seniors that are on the court is LaDeja Walker, her escort is Keviante Brooks. Aria Ashley, her escort is Bavaria Salow. Mackenzie Broom, Maximus MacArthur, Destiny Brown. Caleb Green is her escort, and Kayla Vieira, escorted by Darian Thorne.
A nice full homecoming court for them. They looked really nice. A lot of nice outfits that they had during their homecoming court when it was announced. And of course, they're making their presence there at the parade. Very good job to the Dollar Way students. For us here on UAPB, for our homecoming, papers are flying everyone. That's live TV for you. It's very windy out here, like I mentioned. We're gonna batten down the hatches and get through this thing. Our homecoming, of course, today is Saturday, the homecoming parade. We're going to have our game at 2:30 at the newly renovated Simmons Bank Field. Looks really nice. I love the new AstroTurf and some of the other outlets that they have there. And of course, pregame is going to be at 12:30. A lot of people are going to be tailgating.
Pine Bluff High School.
Pine Bluff High.
Bluff High marching band.
Just like M4, you can hear them from a mile away. Pine Bluff High's band is really good and has been good for a number of years.
Pine Bluff High School's band directors are actually alumni from UAPB. Yes.
So would you guys say that you have a lot of ties with Pine Bluff High School band?
I would say so. They always come to UAPB band practices, and they're always helping out as best as they can.
That's good. They can learn a little bit, and it's good for recruiting as well because a lot of those students who go to area schools such as Pine Bluff High School come to UAPB.
Well, honestly, it's really a great recruitment method because we have students here in Pine Bluff that are like, oh, I don't want to be here, I want to go off. But to have that influence brings students in, and that's a really great thing.
It's a good thing for, like you mentioned, for recruiting in our school to get those students to come in, not to talk about the demographic of the area and what people say, but actually come try it out for yourself and realize that being a part of the Pride is not bad. It's a wonderful experience. It's gotten me where I am today, the many internships that I'm going to have in the future, the opportunity that we have today to host this live event, very historic for our newly founded Multimedia Communication Department. Wonderful experiences and opportunities here at the campus of UAPB.
Yes, and this is so exciting. We're actually a part of history because this is the first live recording
and you all who are tuning in today can watch it as students. Very, very fun. Of course, like we mentioned, Pine Bluff High, it's a very large band. They're making their entrance and making their presence known here in the streets of Pine Bluff on Main Street.
We have the piccolo players right here.
Diana's a little, I was about to say, she's a little partial to that piccolo.
So she's so much better.
The best instrument.
She loves that piccolo.
Of course.
You know, but when I was a band member, I also wanted to try out new instruments. I wanted to try out the saxophone. I even wanted to do a clarinet at one point. I wanted to do tuba.
Saxophone, bass clarinet, and the soprano.
My band director wouldn't let me. He said I was too good of a brass player. You know, but I wanted to broaden my horizon a little bit.
Other brands?
No, from 6th grade all the way to senior year, believe it or not, I played trombone. I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with it.
I always wanted to play cymbals.
Cymbals?
Yeah, to be able to twirl the cymbals.
I always wondered how they did that. I tried it out for
They're really
myself.
heavy.
Yeah, they're really good.
They tried to get me to play cymbals, and let's just say, they took it from me.
It didn't work out, huh? It didn't work out. As the zebras make their way throughout the streets of Pine Bluff.
We have the Pine Bluff.
Look at them right there in those nice cheerleader outfits. They look really nice.
They do, actually. The red looks really good on the phone.
Red and white, Pine Bluff zebras, that's them.
They look really excited to be out here.
I'm sure a lot of people are excited to be out here. A lot of enthusiasm. People are ecstatic because, like someone told me earlier, and I saw it, this time of year, it's something similar to a holiday.
It is.
For the alumni, for the current students, for the faculty and staff, people who are part of UAPB can all come together and fellowship. And that's what it's all about.
And you know, like, when I was a band, this was like, the homecoming parade was always the best time for me. I love doing the parade. Just to see all the people that are happy to see you, who actually came out to support you, is like really uplifting, and you're like, we're really doing something.
Yeah, being part of the band, it actually makes you feel like you're a celebrity in a way. Because when you pass by and you just hear everybody cheering you on, and especially the little kids. The little kids, they look up to you. And
So inspiring. It's very inspiring to me. You know, as a little kid, I grew up in Pine Bluff, born and raised, and I used to come to the parades all the time. And I'd look at the M4 band and all the other bands and organizations making their way downtown, literally, on Main Street. And it was so inspiring to see all of these students and all of these organizations come together as one and make their presence.
It made you want to actually come to you.
Exactly.
And I was just like, this is my school.
Rep it all the way.
This is it.
And when I was younger, different direction, different directors, different administration at UAPB, but even then, it was a recruiting method for the 8-year-old me, and look at the 19-year-old me at the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. So
Great job.
here and loving it. We have some Corvettes now, coming, very pretty Corvettes.
You know something? I want a Corvette. This is really like, really pushing me to want to get a
Good
Corvette.
Corvette. I mean, they're very low vehicles. I don't know if I can drive one. I drive a very low vehicle, but geez Louise, they're on the ground.
I think I'll be okay. I'm pretty short, so. Yeah, that too. Yeah.
See, I'm tall. I don't know if I can do it. I'm sure what organization that is. I think it's part of Pine Bluff High. So I'm sure everyone is having a really good time. Are you all having a good time? You're embracing this cold weather, to say the least.
Actually, since being recording now, it's like, wow, I have so much adrenaline. I don't even know what's coming.
Well, I'm still over here freezing. When I came, I had a peacoat, and I said, let me drop the peacoat. Let's rep the UAPB. But man, if I didn't have my peacoat right now, I'm just waiting for that sun angle to come over.
Come on, son.
Come on, son, we need you.
Around 10 o'clock, that's when it's supposed to go up to 53 degrees.
53 degrees. And then it's going to be a high of 70 today. So kickoff is at 2:30 today. It's going to be really nice weather for everyone. I can expect a big crowd to be there at the game, seeing the new Simmons Bank Field. Such a historic.
I'm
telling you about this win, you all. It's just
Speaking
everywhere.
of the homecoming game, you guys have outfits. What are we wearing? The weather's going to be a little warmer, so.
I bought a sweater dress, but I don't know anymore.
In this weather.
I don't know.
Well, by that time, I mean, the sun will be shining. It may be a little bit more appropriate to wear it then, because it'll be a lot warmer. I don't know what I'm going to be wearing. I'll be filming the game, so quite frankly, it doesn't matter what I'm going to wear, because nobody's going to see me do all the behind-the-scenes work, and that's always fun.
So I see Rihanna Robbins.
Yeah, Rihanna Robbins.
It's Omega size live.
So a lot of the Greek organizations here on town and probably on campus making their presence on the
One of the events up here in Timed Up. During that process,
Kappa Alpha side,
came
the
about Miss
Jala,
Payne, and she invited us to
the
ride in the
Jala
parade
Johnson.
with different
Jala Johnson. You know, I went to school with her. Very nice young lady.
Math major, and
She's a featurette. So they're making their way on downtown throughout the parade, and these nice Corvettes, to say the least. Very, very nice. Of course, the parade is old. Not sure what's going on down there today. But I can still hear the amplified band. We're going to have a video featuring Najala Johnson, who is a math major at the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, coming up here later in the broadcast. If you're just joining us, 2018 homecoming, getting things, or actually ending things, we kicked off things on Sunday at Full Council Church. You were there making your presence. This is a part of Vesper Choir. And of course, we got a comedy show on Monday. Tuesday was the Golden Lion Fest. A lot of organizations on campus selling some items and making their organization known, essentially. And that's what it's about. That's how it's a great recruiting method for a lot of people. It's a great way to get people involved in the organization.
And since you're talking about UAPB Day at Full Council, here's Miss Word of Faith. She was crowned at Full Council on Sunday.
Really?
Yes.
Really? What an accomplishment for her.
She's really smart, from what I can see. Well, from what I heard, she has a 3.9 currently at the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff.
3.9, wow.
Right. I'm like in awe because I wouldn't.
Hey, we'll get there one day, 3.9, but that is a major accomplishment for her. And I'm glad that she was crowned at Full Council Church. On Wednesday, of course, was coronation, a big day for Miss Angelica Perkins and Mr. UAPB Blake Connor.
A little different.
This is a little different. Yeah.
Coronation in the Hyper.
Usually, in past years, the coronation has been hosted in the Hyper, but the Hyper is going through some major renovations, some renovations that was well needed. Did you know that in the stadium, in the Hyper, that those stands were original to the building when the building was built some years ago?
Really?
Yes. Some renovations.
Do you know anything that they're doing?
Oh, I know that they're going to be redoing the stadium. So, of course, they're going to relay the floor. I think it's already done for the court, and they're going to bring in some new seats for the crowd to watch the game. So, hopefully, by basketball season, they'll have things ready to go.
Have you guys seen the Hyper yet?
I have not seen it. It's closed. I was in there the other day, and it was closed off, unfortunately. So, and we actually have an interview. Miss Jamari we're gonna have an interview with her here shortly. Gonna get things set up. The crowd is very excited today, and we're getting some bystanders and some people off the street to have some interviews with them. So yeah, a very historic day here for us in Multimedia Communications.
Good morning, this is Jamari Rose. I am reporting live from the
members
UAPB
making their
Homecoming Parade 2018. I am here with Mr. Charles Moore. How are you doing today? Boyd, Mr. Charles Boyd.
I am doing well.
You doing well?
Real
How's
well.
your homecoming experience this morning?
I am enjoying this beautiful day and the festivities and everything that's going on. Everything's lovely.
Yes, sir. Have you ever been a part of the parade?
I have for the past 10 years. I was a part of the city council, and as Alderman Second Ward, I had the privilege of being in the parade each year.
That's so amazing. Thank you so much for taking the time out to speak with me today. Thank you guys for tuning in live to UAPB Homecoming 2018.
Thank you.
Are back to the annual homecoming parade, UAPB versus Alabama A&M.
A&M, Alabama A&M. It's going to be a good game, to say the least.
We're gonna beat those Bulldogs.
We're going to beat those Bulldogs. We're claiming that as the spirit of UAPB.
This is Lion territory.
Thank you so much, Jamari, for that interview. It's like she was saying, and a lot of people around are very excited to be here. People making a humongous presence as they do every year. The crowd never fails to show up in support for the Golden Lions.
Now, I only have a semester left, so I would definitely come back for every homecoming parade.
And I think that's
every
good.
Homecoming period.
That's pretty sweet.
At the alumni assembly yesterday, that's exactly what the coach was saying. Like, he was like, you know, these guys really need you guys to come out and support, because with support, they know that somebody's backing them, and it's more encouragement for them to want to get out and win. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go into the game.
better do it.
Normally I just sit out and tailgate. That's what I'm really excited
That's
about.
what I'm looking forward to this year.
Actually go into the game and be in attendance. And I am sitting an event at the Country Club, the Donors Banquet, and believe it or not, a lot of alumni gives a lot of money. Even some recent alumni from 2002 and some years up give a lot of money to support the university.
They gave about $10,000 yesterday at the alumni assembly, and that's a lot of money.
All in support for scholarships and other activities on campus, and that's what it's all about, helping the students, you know, who are in need, because not everyone is fortunate. College at the end of the day is a business, and it's very expensive for those who attend, and I think that
Especially attending an HBCU.
Exactly, attending an HBCU, especially a lot of these expenses we cannot get. What you're hearing now is the Jack Roby drum line. You're going to see them here in a few moments. The drum line and the dancers are coming. Of course, they're a part of the Pine Bluff School District. We saw the Pine Bluff High Band just recently. And we're going to see them now as the Corvettes, the very nice Corvettes that Miss Dalliss Abraham wants one day in her future. She's going to get that Corvette one day.
In the future.
Yes, I'm really excited to see Jack Roby's drum line and their dancers. You know, I've never seen them perform, so I'm really excited to see what they're about to do.
Exactly. It's going to be good. They always make an impact here on the university and at the football games, so it's nice to see the symbols.
I actually love these uniforms at the
Yeah, they have really nice uniforms. Yes.
dancers.
Love uniforms. And it seems to us that they're probably cold, but they're probably warm because they've walked this entire route of Main Street. Look at them now. Of course, you have the bass drum making their way on downtown.
Oh, these are little babies.
They are little babies. Jack Roby is, of course, a middle school. And it seems when I was in middle school, a lot of the middle schoolers were a lot taller. Now they're significantly shorter. They look like they belong in 5th grade or 2nd grade.
You know, when you're around that age, you're like, okay, it's pretty tough.
Yeah.
But I think it's more or less where you are at that time.
Exactly.
That depicts how tall a person really is.
Look at this float. This is really nice. You can imagine how long it's taken them to make that. They're making their way, coming up here shortly as soon as Jack Roby gets done. You can't see it on camera, but these girls are making an impact. They're doing really well. I'm loving those uniforms. So adorable. A lot of organizations come here for the homecoming parade too, kind of like a recruiting method, like I mentioned, for the university, but not necessarily just for the university, but for a lot of the other organizations coming. They recruit people. It's a good way. You know, I want to be a part of that, is what a lot of people are saying. And they can be a part of it.
Yes.
And that's really good. You got people selling cotton candy.
I really wish I was in this parade.
Really? Well, Dallas, get out there, go in that parade. Come on now, what are you waiting on?
Give me my instrument, I will get in there.
Get your instrument, Diana. Diana, of course, was a member of the M4 band who we saw earlier in the broadcast. This is your first year. You said that you're not with the band. Why, Diana? Why could you not be part of M4 this year?
I am trying to graduate this December, so I had to take a semester off in order to get my resume in order, so I can, you know, so my resume can look beautiful after I graduate.
And once you get closer to graduation, it is an essential time to get everything in order.
Well, you know, it is my senior year as well, so this is my last homecoming.
I'm the only oddball out this year. I'm not a
really
senior.
excited that this year has just really brought so many new people to UAPB, and it's great to see it now. Although I hate that I won't be able to really just see the impact that multimedia communication is going to bring to the mass comm department, but hey, I'm very happy.
And you say multimedia communication, a lot of people know this department formerly as the mass communication, but we've actually changed. We're no longer that. And that's very historic for the university, especially in our department. A lot of improvements. Of course, Dr. Ann White Taylor is making some of those improvements, and we're happy to have her as the interim director for multimedia communications. I first met her when I came in the department, when I came to the university, and in fact, did you know that she knew me before I knew her? I thought that was astounding. I said, how do you know
always
me?
remembers everyone's name. I
She does.
didn't even know she knew my name.
And that's wonderful. I'm not going to, be a little biased to our department, but I must say she's good at the names and she's good at remembering people. We are a family. You join the multimedia communication department and you'll be here right along with us helping out, and not just necessarily on the screen, but there are people off the screen. A lot of jobs to do. If you're interested, of course, come to UAPB and talk to her or talk to anyone on campus who's a part of that, and they can tell you where to go. It is.
Very exciting. When I was brought the opportunity, I was floored.
I was too.
Simply because it's history. And I'm really hoping that next year keeps getting better and better.
And that's exactly what's going to happen.
That elevation that we're talking about
When you started as a freshman here at the university, you saw how the then mass comm department has steadily grown, and it's going to continue to grow. Same for you, Diana, right?
I've been here since 2014, and the mass communication department, it just keeps growing.
Yes, the radio station finally with that, and it's finally up and running.
Hot 89.7. Tony Seville, McCaskill, and DJ Lomax do a really good job.
And shout out to Title 3.
Oh, yes, Title 3. What you're passing by now, the float that we mentioned earlier was the Tigers. And now,
somebody was going to incorporate Golden Time of Year.
Golden Time of Year, and that's our theme. What you're looking on camera right now is the 34th Elementary Band. Elementary students in band.
The drums and drill team.
Do you know, I would have never, like, I was so afraid to do stuff like this, like, actually, like, go out and, like, perform in front of people at a little kid. The closest I would be to, like, performance is maybe, like, church.
Yeah.
Where they force you.
Well, I credit the Arts and Science Center, which is downtown, just a few blocks from where we are, for helping me expound and getting me out there in terms of public speaking, especially. I used to be so nervous and so timid, but I guess you could say I'm kind of an outgoing individual now. Sometimes it doesn't work out for me. Sometimes I need to shut up sometimes.
Yeah, me too.
But hey, we're Multimedia Communications Department. This is what we do best.
Communicate.
When I was figuring what I was going to do after I graduated high school, I figured, well, why not go to the mass comm? Why not be a television broadcaster, do something that I'm good at? What you're looking at right now is another parade float, the golden time of the year. Very nice, very eloquent to say the least. Wallace, flowers, and gifts. Every homecoming is a golden time of the year.
I wish it would be even more golden when the sun comes up and
That's the gold.
Yeah,
That's the gold that we
a little
need,
bit.
honestly. I'm still a little cold here. I'm sure you ladies are hanging in there.
I'm really great.
Dallas says she has major adrenaline running right now, so she's excited that the parade is here. She's excited that we're doing this. There it is, golden time of the year. UAPB and AM and N College. A lot of the alumni know AM and N, and some people are around who know Branch Normal College back in 1921. That's a long time ago.
Long time ago.
Homecoming week kicked off.
145 years.
Wow, kicked off October 28th, and it's going to be ending on November 3rd, of course, which is today.
The Chancellor really talked about that as well, though. Like, really talked about the years that we've been an institution. Because people think of UAPB, they only think of 1972.
Right, AMN.
And we've been a university, an institution since 1872.
That is a long time to be a part of a university.
Coming up next, we have the Jefferson County United Drill Team.
They're looking really nice. You're going to see them on camera here in just a few moments. What you're taking a live look at now is the parade route. There they are, the drill team making their impact here on at
My aunt
parade.
made me do a drill team as a kid.
Really? How did that go?
How did it go?
She's not doing it anymore.
No. But also maybe, really pushed me to be in JROTC as a student in high school.
In 2 minutes, we're going to have the Jefferson County drill team here in a few moments. She should have pushed you harder. You could have been a part of the drill team, and then you could have went on to ROTC. What if you took the military route? That's not a bad route to go.
Honestly, I think what I was meant to do is what I'm doing right now.
I couldn't have said it better myself, Miss Dalliss Abraham. What she's meant to do, she's doing it right now, all of us. If you're just tuning in, it's a golden time of the year. Homecoming 2018. I'm loving these costumes. They look really nice this year. Golden time of the year. UAPB Homecoming 2018. Very, very remarkable day. Very historic. As you see at the bottom of your screen, Department of Multimedia Communications. It's our first year being known as that. We were formerly known as the Mass Communication Department. I tell a lot of people, what's my major? And I say, I'm a multimedia communication major. They say, what are you talking about? And I've been explaining to them, it's something new that we're doing. Multimedia communications, get it right. We are our own. We have a lot of fun. We're out here now live, downtown Pine Bluff, Main Street, the heart of the city, the heart of the homecoming parade. You're taking a live look now at it. The band's very loud, making their impact. The drill team is very loud. A live look now at the homecoming parade route. If you're just joining us, very, very nice Saturday, November 3rd. It's a very cold Saturday to say the least. It was. It was so cold when we started here around 7. It's warming up in the sun angle. It's just making its way above this building. When it gets here, we talk about last homecoming. It was unseasonably warm.
My freshman year was actually the longest homecoming I have ever
It was unseasonably warm last year. This is now. What we're wearing now would have been inappropriate. I think shorts and a t-shirt probably would have been a more appropriate wear for homecoming last year. However, this year, this is more appropriate. We got the winter gear to say the least. More winter gear. I love it. I love it. Fall, autumn is my favorite time of the year. I love to see the fall colors change. I love when the temperatures change. The leaves are changing as we speak now. It is. And don't forget to set your clocks back on Sunday at 2 in the morning. Get that extra hour of sleep. And as a kid, I never really realized. I said, you know, just an extra hour of sleep. But as an adult, that extra hour of sleep makes such a humongous difference. When you go to school full time, you work full time, whatever you do, you have to have that extra hour of sleep. It's something that I really enjoy, honestly.
And that it's like daylight savings time always is like the earth is amazing.
It is.
Like, where's this extra time coming from? But it's actually the right time, which is so weird to me.
I look forward to the sun setting at 4 in the afternoon. I don't know about you, I guess because I'm a vampire. I love the darkness.
Yes, I'm usually up all night, so I'm looking forward to that too.
I don't like
I am not a morning person at all. Really, really early.
I love the dark. I sleep in the dark. If it was dark today, I'd be okay with it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the sunlight, I love the warmth, but it's just something about the darkness that I love. You just saw the Union Pacific crowd with their float. Very nice, very historic.
You know, there's a place in Alaska where it's like dark all day.
Oh, really?
Yes. Could you guys do that? Would it be dark all day?
I definitely could. I definitely could. You're taking a look now at a dance studio, a live look. At the Star Studio. Look at those outfits. Those young ladies are so incredible. A major, not having a major, a little drum major. They're making their impact here in downtown, the heart of the city, the heart of where all the events are taking place today. We're home to place. Yes, yes. Honestly. And it's almost like a collaborative effort, so to speak. They work year on year, working hard, putting a lot of dedication, tenacity into what they do. And then this time of the year, the golden time of the year, homecoming, they all get together and they make this parade route down Main Street. And that is so astounding to me to see all of these organizations who I never would see, you know, on a normal daily basis, but I have the chance to see it this year, and that's wonderful.
You guys, I cannot get over these outfits.
Yeah, they're very, very nice, very sparkly, very coordinated outfits. Looks really nice. Those young ladies are making their impact here downtown today on a very historic day. I love it. If you're just joining us, it's a golden time of the year. 2018 homecoming for the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. I'm Fredrick Price.
I'm Dalliss Abraham. And I'm Diana Cortez.
And we're happy to bring you the homecoming parade live. This is the first year that we've done something like this. Very historic for the newly founded Multimedia Communication Department. How you guys feeling this morning? Or gals, I should say. I'm the only guy.
I'm feeling better. It's a bit cold.
Yeah, it is very, very cold. It's seasonable, of course. It's going to warm up today. Very excited. It's going to be a good game with Alabama.
Alabama A&M University.
They're going to be playing today. Kickoff is at 2:30. Of course,
We're going to get a W today.
we're going to get the win. Pre-game is at 12:30 p.m. So if you want to be there to be present for the pre-game activities, of course, get the newly renovated Simmons Bank Field. It looks wonderful. If you haven't seen it this year, of course, this time today will be your opportunity to see the new Simmons Bank Field.
Are you guys tailgating? And if so,
I actually have some family that's going to be tailgating. So before I go in, because I actually have to film the game, I'm going to stop by the family and say hello and kind of unite with them. Because a lot of my family is alumni of the university. You all, she's in it for the food, and I don't blame her. I'm in it for the food too.
the turkey leg. That's what I want. I want a turkey
I'm in it
leg.
for the food. I love the food. That's, I mean, aside from the festivities and activities that we have, I think that's a major part of homecoming is eating. I could use a little bit of weight loss. I need to do a weight loss program. Just kidding, really. But that just highlights how much food is making an impact. I mean, you're taking a live look at the parade around right now, looking at all of the organizations and the bystanders who are making their way on downtown, literally, here in downtown Pine Bluff. It's the heart of where all the homecoming floats are. It's the heart of the city. Pine Bluff, Go Forward Pine Bluff is actually an initiative in Pine Bluff. It's more or less urban development. They're going to come in and they're going to do a lot of great things for this downtown, and it's going to make our downtown up to par with other downtowns in the region. And I just think that's great, and it's astounding, to say the least.
I'm really happy that they're doing something to bring back what UAPB used to do.
Exactly.
I'm from Warren, Arkansas, so we used to always come here just to shop and do things
to do, get those festivities. Now we're going to have Miss Kappa Alpha Psi on video. Take a look at this.
Hello, my name is Najala Marie Johnson, and I'm a sophomore at the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, majoring in mathematics education. And I currently serve as the 2018-2019 Miss Kappa Alpha Psi. The reason I chose to be a part of this pageant is because my Uncle Mark was a Nupe, and I just knew I wanted to be a part of something great like that. Not only that, but the men of Kappa Alpha Psi are so self-sacrificing and well-respected gentlemen. And I love the community service projects that we do, such as volunteering in the CAF and helping out in the community when needed. And this week is homecoming week, and there have been several amazing activities, such as Jazz in the CAF and the Fall Festival and the Gospel Extravaganza. And homecoming to me is just a wonderful experience because everyone comes together and acts like a family.
Angelica Johnson. She is a sophomore at the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, a math major. Alumni of Watson Chapel, might I add. We went to school together.
She really wears the crown well. She's always so classy and so elegant.
Papers are flying everywhere. It's live TV for you folks. You're taking a look now at the live parade route here in downtown Pine Bluff, where all of it's going. We have a Stratford High School of Houston band coming up. Very, very historic band. 120 band members. Wow. That's a lot of band members, to say the least. Of course, they have marching season, which is football season, but then they go into concert season in November, and they partner with the orchestra there down in Houston, Texas. That's actually where these people are. And they could compete in a UIL competition, and you're from Dallas. That's kind of a Texan thing, if I'm not mistaken.
The bands go there. You don't necessarily compete. You just get judged on the marching style, the music, how well the band sounded together, and the formation.
What's the highest rating?
A 1. It goes from 1 to 4. 1 the best and 4. Yeah. You never won a 4.
Contests that we have here
in Arkansas, we do have regional contests. I participated in many of them.
And and I got first place drum major.
Hey, she's a first division band, you all. She is not afraid to say that she's a first division band.
Nothing like UAPB before band. Nothing like that.
This is a Texan
Good
thing.
morning, and we're live at UAPB 2K18 Homecoming Parade. I'm here with UAPB graduate Devin Thomas. How are you this morning?
Hey, I'm doing fine. How about yourself?
Wonderful. What are you enjoying about homecoming so far?
Just the atmosphere, the whole atmosphere, honestly. I live in South Carolina now. I got a job after I graduated, and, to come here, see nothing but family.
It's definitely a family affair, like a family reunion.
Yeah, just like that.
Great. So what's been your favorite activity so far since you've been back for homecoming?
The tailgate.
So you're looking forward to tailgating today? Wonderful. So who's winning the game this afternoon?
Ooh, we've been playing really bad, but I got a lot of confidence in us.
I think so. I think we can pull it off for homecoming. Thanks, Devin. Back to you.
A proud bystander who is viewing the parade this year. If you're just joining us, there is a golden time of the year, 2018 homecoming for UAPB. A lot of people making their presence, a lot of floats, a lot of organizations on this parade route here in downtown Pine Bluff. Passing me right now, I don't know if you can see it or not, it's the Liberty Water Stars. It's a football, there's their float, a football team. Very, very proud. And we just mentioned earlier for the Stafford band, the Stafford High School of
Houston,
Texas.
The best state, Texas. Okay.
Oh, come on, Diana.
Texas
We're
is the best state.
Arkansans.
We're our own little country.
We are Arkansans. 120 band members that these people have. TSU Homecoming is now 15 members part of that band.
You know what's so interesting to me is how people can come from all kind of different places and end up here in Pine Bluff. Like, how can a band from Houston end up here in Pine Bluff?
That's what it's about. Dallas, that's what it's about. It's about collaborating with all of the schools within, the proximity, the 4 states, of course, Texas and Louisiana, and our bordering states, and letting them know that we're having homecoming. We want you to be a part of it. A recruiting method for them, but it's also a recruiting method for us as well.
These are my high school colors, orange, black, and white.
Orange, black, and white with your high school colors. Mine are black and gold. You see this band doing really well, representing your old alumni colors.
The band director is actually alumni from UAPB.
Really? Really? So his experiences in band extend not before when he got his job, but before he got his job when he went to UAPB. It's good to see that some of the alumni is making an impact here out in the world. Golden time of the year, as you just saw on your screen. There's the low brass passing on by now, making their way on downtown, you all. It's a fun day, a very windy day here in downtown Pine Bluff, to say the least. But hey, that's live TV for you. Emphasis on windy. Very, very chilly today. We are. Let me tell you, this week has probably been a very, very stressful week for me because I anchored a newscast on Tuesday, and I told the producer, I said, I think I'm losing my voice. He said, no, you're not. And I lost my voice. Tuesday and Wednesday, I was out of it. I was inaudible, and that's hard for me because I'm a very talkative individual.
I heard you.
And it was terrible.
It was terrible.
And I had to MC an event on Thursday, and I quite frankly didn't know if I was going to have a voice for Thursday.
But I'm glad you got it back.
I did. I did get the voice back.
You sound
We're
great.
about 85% there. I can't wait. Everybody's used to that eloquent broadcaster's voice.
Well, speaking of stress, I've had a lot of stress dealing with the best required.
Oh yes, best required has been very active this week.
You guys got a new director.
Yes, Mr. Jerron Liddell. How is that going? I know that transition from the former director, Dr. Bates, is a little different.
It was pretty smooth. I attended the summer camp that we normally have for our new members and for Vesper, and it's kind of easy for me to transition. I know what it's like to transition because my senior year of high school, I transitioned with a new choir director as well. So it's kind of easy for me. I'm enjoying Vesper. It's work. But hey, the work is helping us sound great and be great.
And actually, Messiah is coming up.
The Messiah is coming up.
Yes, so we have a performance this Saturday in
Mississippi, so they're going to be traveling, so they're busy people. What you just saw on your screen were the Ravens. They're a very prominent football team for a lot of the young football stars here in Pine Bluff. And as you saw on their floats, golden time of the year, and that's the theme this year for our 2018 homecoming parade. Our homecoming week, I should say, kicked off on the 28th of October at Full Council Church. You mentioned Vesper Choir. Vesper Choir was obviously present. You were present because, like you mentioned, you are a part of it. On Monday, we got a comedy show. A lot of people attended that. And on Tuesday, the Golden Lion Fest as well. A lot of organizations. Yeah.
This year, there were 2 comedy shows. Yesterday, UC Young Fly and a host of other comedians came and put on a concert. Unfortunately, I was not able to make it.
I wasn't able to attend to, but I saw a lot of social media
I
posts.
saw that DC Young Fly was coming out. I definitely wanted to go to that.
A lot of people were ecstatic about that, and I'm glad everyone, could participate. We had coronation on Wednesday for Miss Angelica Perkins. She's the 89th Miss UAPB, and of course Blake Connor, who is Mr. UAPB, I should add. Very historic for them. Very
and
historic
a college
time for
prom
us.
afterwards.
Exactly.
Something I really love about Pine Bluff is how they always show up for UAPB.
Yeah.
We haven't been able to use the normal station that we would normally use, the Hyper Complex, and we were able to use the Pine Bluff Convention Center, which is so great. They always are, willing to offer it up so we can use it. I do believe that the Messiah will be in the Convention Center this year.
Another thing, you guys, the December graduation is usually at the Hyper, and they're moving it to the Convention Center.
That's
so I'm looking forward to that.
Because a lot of the December grads don't get to have the feel that the spring grads get to have. So
The only thing that's missing now is the live band playing.
Oh no, I wish we could get the live band to play. Sorry, Diana, but it's
okay.
okay. At least you're graduating. Both of
I
these
did my
two
time with the band.
We're gonna sing for you.
women are graduating seniors. You'll be in this spring.
Jefferson
Dallas
County,
this spring.
Circuit Clerk,
Lafayette
Woods.
Woods making his
Senior.
impact. He's a good guy. UAPB class of 1975. It's still alive. The spirit is here today in downtown Pine Bluff. It is still alive.
Always ready to represent.
She's a proud UAPB alumni. She's always here to represent the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. We do have another parade float that you may see on your screen here in a few moments. It's the Steelers, the State Steelers here in Pine Bluff. There they are, loud and proud. Here for the 2018 homecoming. Look at him on the camera. He's very excited to be here. Very excited to feature these young athletes.
Okay, look at him.
Great
It must be a
recruiting.
really great team.
It must be a really great team. He is excited. Scrimmage at the top of his
all that
lungs.
They're
And
excited.
not only him, I was about to say not only him, but even the team is scrimmage at the top of their lungs. That's great. That's great. I'm loving it.
That's
I'm loving
what
the
you
energy
call
this morning.
pride.
That's exactly what you call pride. I'm loving the energy this morning from everyone.
The Pride, I'm ready to see the Pride play today
Yay!
at
2:30 at the Simmons Bank Field. Kickoff is at 12:30. You're going to be out there early. Of course, there are going to be a lot of people tailgating. Why don't you be a part of the fun, be a part of the crowd? And if you're not tailgating, come on out to the game at 2:30.
Turkey leg, a turkey leg.
You know, someone mentioned they wanted a turkey leg earlier. I
did.
said, go all the way
I
down
am looking
University. You're going to see a lot of
forward
turkey
to
legs.
the
That's one of the main things that they sell. A lot of people are very excited about that. Very excited. I need to get me a turkey leg, by the way. It's a very exciting time of the year, golden time of the year here for UAPB, the Pride. Community in Pine Bluff is coming together as they always do. It never fails. When you hear UAPB, you're also talking about Pine Bluff, and it's just a strong community, a very strong community. They always come together. It never fails, and I absolutely love it.
Another thing that I really enjoy is the food trucks that show up.
Yes.
So many food trucks. They make money, girl.
They make a lot of money, and they're just lined up throughout the university.
And you just drive through the
University
street and you
Drive.
just smell that wonderful food.
Getting closer to the game, you're going to see a lot of bicycles and a lot of people. You're taking a live look now with the parade float passing on by here in downtown Pine Bluff. A lot of kids very excited. A lot of people here very excited because they need to be here. It's an exciting time. We saw that bulldozer. We mentioned urban development. I actually covered a story in that area just a block over from where we are, just across the street. And they're actually building a new Jefferson County Pine Bluff library there. It will be the new home for it. It's really nice. I love it. I love it. That's what
On UAPB, so we talk about that. So please check this out. UAPB-TV on YouTube.
a very, very fun story. Very fun story.
Next up, we have another band.
We do have another band, but we're looking at taking a live look now, or we were, I should say, taking a live look at the parade float. Queen and King Jeremy, and of course Queen Paris. It's a golden time of the year. They're repping it just like all of these little angels. Little angels.
The Queen and King, Paris West, and Jeremy Johnson.
And Jeremy Johnson, Little Angels, the 2018 football team for them this year. It's always fun for them. There they are on camera, so adorable, those little kids out there. Such excitement for them.
That they chose to wear gold and black.
Now the band that we heard, that you're gonna see is KIP. Tulsa College Preparatory. It's their Showtime marching band that you're gonna see here in a few moments. You're taking them. I actually I was born and raised here in Pine Bluff. So of course I was, born to, my parents went to UAPB. I have a lot of family members that went to UAPB, so what better choice to go to UAPB? I'm a multimedia communication major, obviously. And I looked at the department and I said, that's exactly what I want. I want to broaden it, and that's how I got involved. And I've loved it ever since. I love my decision for doing it.
Well, I found out about UAPB, what you said. Being 47 minutes away from Pine Bluff, you hear a lot of things about Pine Bluff. They also come recruit with bands and all kind of things. So I already knew about UAPB, and plus, they talk about the parade, and I used to go see the parade all the time. So I was like, hey, this is the school for me.
That's the school for you.
I wanted to be a golden girl. And after I found out the things they had to do to be a golden girl, I was like, okay.
Greatness comes at a cost, people. It's a lot of hard work.
Well, I actually found out about UAPB throughout band. I never heard of UAPB before. And then the band directors actually came to my high school to to audition us my junior year. So I was able to audition my senior year, and that's how I got into UAPB.
And we have
now we
Ebony
have an
Kendrick.
interview with our Ebony.
Kendrick, who's a bystander.
Hi, I'm Ebony Kendrick, and we are live from UAPB Homecoming Parade 2018, and I'm with Dontario Marzette from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Sir, what band are you with today?
I'm with KIPP Tulsa College Preparatory. We are a middle school band from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Wonderful. Now, what brings you to homecoming with us in Arkansas this year?
Yes, I have 2 former students that are in marching band at UAPB, so we come to support them today.
Wow, so you have current students in M4.
Yes.
That is wonderful. We love supporting M4. So what has been your favorite thing about the trip away to Arkansas to get here today?
It was a long trip, but I enjoy, being with my kids and my family. They came down with me, so I enjoy just being here in this atmosphere.
How long was that trip here all the way to Pine Bluff?
It's about 5 hours.
5 hours, great. Well, thank you so much to come and spend time with us during our homecoming festivities. We'll see you again next year.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Alrighty, thank you, Ebony. We are back. If you're just joining us, the golden time of the year, 2018 homecoming here in downtown Pine Bluff. A lot of people out here. I'm Fredrick Price.
And Cortez. So you guys, we have had a full week full of events. What has been y'all's favorite event?
Well, honestly, usually my favorite event to go to is the step show, and unfortunately we didn't have that this year. So I would say going to my Vesper roundup yesterday was like the highlight of my whole week, simply because it's just so great to see how past members, how they fellowship, and how you can bring that same fellowship to what's current. And I really enjoy hearing the stories and what they are doing, outside of what they have done.
Fredrick?
My favorite part, I guess I can't rank them. I, for the first time, went to the bonfire on Thursday. We had a wide variety of activities going on campus, and the bonfire was really fun to see. The M4 band who was present, and a lot of the Golden Girls were present. A lot of other organizations. Greek Life was present at the bonfire. It was really fun to see all of the students and even alumni come together at that event and have a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, I would have to say, as I mentioned earlier, this is my first year that I'm actually not a part of the marching band. I have been a part of M4 for 4 years, and this year I was able to attend the homecoming week as a regular student, and I would have to say that the bonfire is actually my favorite one as well.
And it's really interesting you mentioned this is the first time that you've been a student and able to attend the homecoming. I know it's a little bittersweet because you are graduating and you were a part of the M4 band and you kind of missed being with the M4 band, but at the same time it's a load off, isn't it?
It is. It is very bittersweet. The band did bring a bit of stress, but I didn't mind it because I was doing something that I enjoyed.
Exactly.
But now I have all this free time, but again, I'm getting my resume. Look wonderful.
That's what it's about for us multimedia communication majors. That resume is probably the most essential thing to us post-undergrad. Once we walk across the stage with a degree, that resume can take us any place, anywhere.
Yes, multimedia, the best major on campus.
It definitely will. You're taking a live look now at the parade route here in downtown Pine Bluff. A lot of pedestrians having a lot of fun here. And I know you all are having fun. I guess I'm the only one that's shivering. I'm very cold-natured, so.
All right, we have another interview with Ebony Kendrick.
Hi, I'm Ebony Kendrick, and we're live from the 2018 UAPB Homecoming Parade. Right now, I have the coach of the Dazzle Diamond Dolls. Sir, what's your name?
Mr. Jonathan Jackson.
This is Mr. Jonathan Jackson. Thank you so much. And where are you from?
From Dumas, Arkansas.
So you drove all the way up from Dumas this morning to join us?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Oh my gosh, what has been your favorite experience about homecoming this morning?
I just love the bands. I love UAPB band, marching band.
Right. Tell us a little about your girls.
My girls, the Dazzle Diamond Dolls, we're from Dumas, Arkansas.
Okay.
I started a team like 8 years ago, but now I'm official, so we wanted to join the parade and we're in there.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for coming to join us today. And so what music are you dancing to today?
We're dancing to UAPB. We also dance to JSU State. We dance to a lot of different bands.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Miss Ebony.
We have the Pine Bluff Dance Academy going by.
Going on
Such
by.
precious children. I see. Now I'm wishing I would have did some stuff as a kid.
I always wanted to join the cheerleading team, but
I never was interested in that. I wasn't flexible at all. So Dazzle, Diamond Dolls making their way here on Main Street right now. I hear another band coming. We're going to find out who that band is here in just a few moments. But man, I must just say, I love being in the heart of the city, the heart of the activities right now, and I love seeing the excitement and the enthusiasm from the people, not only here in Pine Bluff, but from all over the United States. They always come together.
It's like a big family reunion.
It is, honestly. That's why we call it homecoming.
Yeah, it is.
Someone mentioned to me earlier. Exactly. Mentioned to me earlier. It's like a holiday here in Pine Bluff, and that's exactly what it is. This is our holiday.
The Dazzle Diamond Dolls.
You're taking a live look now at them with our POV shot, giving you more perspectives of the parade, of course. They're at a halt right now. Of course, those uniforms look really nice. I think every dance organization that's come through here has had some really nice uniforms, very coordinated to say the least. Very exciting for them. They are, they do. Look at them. They're looking really nice. There they go. Just imagine the amount of hard work, dedication that they put into that. I mean, it takes a special person. Literally, it takes a special person to be a part of an organization like that, and I commend them greatly. And it's good that they are a part of the homecoming parade here in downtown Pine Bluff. Like everyone else, you can see everyone, the live look now at our power cam. All the people, all the organizations. 80 floats within this one parade.
Some floats took up to like a whole day to make.
Yeah.
Wow.
And some, you know, it takes significantly longer just with the amount of
she invited us to
content that's on
the
there.
parade.
That's impressive.
With different,
it really
to be
is.
able to make a float in one day. That's very
Especially with all the details that you add.
Exactly.
Yeah.
To do it in one day. We have a bystander. People just come, yeah, we're live. That's what it's like being on live TV, folks. It just shows the excitement here in downtown Pine Bluff. A lot of people are excited. A lot of people are showing their excitement and enthusiasm for being here at the homecoming parade here in downtown. And that's what we love to do. We love to see the people here. We love for people to come up, and we love to see, you know, talk to people.
Yes.
And of course, we're having street interviews.
So unexpected.
It is unexpected,
Well,
but
I mean,
that's what you
I
get.
just have to give a shout out to my family. They're watching me right now. So hey family, my
Hello,
brother,
Diana's
my
family
father,
from
my
Dallas,
cousin,
right?
From Dallas,
From
Texas.
Dallas,
the best,
Dallas, Texas.
The best state. Okay.
Yeah, we have some Texans here.
I visited Dallas, Texas twice, and I always feel like the queen there because my name's Dallas.
Dallas, Texas. Dalliss Abraham, student in UAPB. Feel like the queen. I'll be in Dallas here in a couple weeks, but not even Dallas, but here all over the world. You got Arizona, Chicago, Oklahoma, everybody from all over the United States come for our homecoming, and that's what's so amazing. And we mentioned the alumni. A lot of the alumni like to give back so that they essentially paved the way for us, people like me who are sophomores, and even some incoming people. We have freshmen on campus and future students.
There's a group that are like literally focusing on sophomore class. I do believe it's the alumni.
The alumni.
That's who they're focusing on. That's their focus.
And that's what it's about, because the alumni give so much back.
Yes, they're really trying to help, you know, really make that future for UAPB, you know, possible.
I'm actually looking forward to maybe possibly starting my own scholarship. I know in the band there's a scholarship they do every year. I believe, I can't really remember. I think it's the class of 2005. But they do a scholarship every year. You just have to do a quick essay, and they read the essays and read, you know, who really deserves the scholarship. So I believe that I would like to do something like that, something similar, start my own scholarship,
And it would
as
be
well
very-
as donate water bottles and tuners.
And quite frankly, any donation makes a difference. We're taking a live look now at the parade route, where you just were, I should say, high
Another
school
band.
Love these colors.
I'm loving these colors. Very coordinated. Look at the low brass section. And they are full of sound, especially. Marching in style, very coordinated. They are just some of the many bands who are on this parade route here in downtown Pine Bluff for our homecoming parade this year. It's a golden time of the year, to say the least. A golden time to be here. It's really fun to be here, and we absolutely love it. After this band, we're going to have an interview. Well, let's just talk about it. You were in band. All of us were actually in band. Talk about the amount of tenacity, because I only did it on a high school level, but what about on a college level? What was it like? It was a lot of work, I'm sure.
College level is actually very different. I know once before,
an interview now. Take a
Also
look.
has a yard that cheers for the HBCU Spirit Scheme. So therefore, we are very active.
That was just the band you played. We're gonna have an interview here in just a few moments, having some technical difficulties. But like you mentioned, yeah, on the collegiate level and on the secondary high school level, it is something
And then you
a
go
little
back
different.
to the high school and you can like hear the errors and the wrong notes and the intonation.
And that's essentially what they are doing.
For a little bit of, our band was kind of like college because our band director did not play.
It's a lot of hard work.
Yeah,
As for me, it was.
With my high school, we had a very large band. And in this year, I mean, the years after I graduated, the band just continued to grow. They almost have 200 people in the band.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I can't believe
Scotland High School, shout out.
Shout out to them in Dallas, Texas.
Dallas,
200
Texas.
members, that's a lot.
Yeah.
And that, I mean, for people who are wanting to do band, marching band, and even concert band, orchestra on a collegiate level, that's the kind of exposure that they need. And it's good that they're getting it early. It's good that you got it early. Hence why you are a part of the M4 band. A proud member, to say the least. What you're seeing on your screen, UAPB AM&N Homecoming 2018, a golden time of the year. We kicked things off on the 28th of this, or last month, I should say, October, and we are now at November 3rd.
And another thing,
At the end.
I want to shout out the people behind cameras, Mr. Leonard Jones, director, Jamie, camera operator, Randy, and Mr. Trammell.
A lot of these people don't, get the recognition. A lot of behind-the-scenes people get the recognition that they deserve, and that's it's so astounding to me because it's a lot of people. A lot of people behind the scenes. They see us. They see us on camera. But like Leonard, Randy, who was our station manager, they don't ever get to see those people, and I think it's good that we're doing this and we can signify who they are. You're taking a live look now at the parade route here in downtown Pine Bluff. Excited to be here for the golden time of the year, as I just mentioned. A lot of organizations.
All right, you guys, we are back to our annual homecoming parade. With us now, we have the Vice Chancellor of Student Affairs, Mr. Albert Bennett. How are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing?
Great.
That's
Great.
good.
So, it's homecoming. What have you really enjoyed this whole week?
Hey, I've enjoyed the spirit of the graduates coming back and being involved, and I'm excited. The hotels are full. We're selling plenty of tickets, and the students seem to be having fun.
Yeah. What has been your favorite event so far?
I would say I had an opportunity to go to the class of 73 banquet, and that was a good event because they've generated about $166,000 in scholarship funds to help our students pay for education. So that was very, very enlightening, and that they are planning to do even more, and that they're very, very concerned that some of our students who do not have the money have some means of completing their education. So that's been very, very exciting for me.
So, how important is homecoming for UAPB students?
I think it's very, very important for UAPB students, especially the current students, so that they can get a feel for the allegiance that past graduates feel for this institution, and what they need to do when they graduate and move on to the next level to help keep the legacy going.
That's good. Well, I want to talk about how I came in 2014, and we didn't have as many things as we do now. How we have Chick-fil-A, Starbucks, Pizza Hut, even a grocery store. How do you feel about having those new additions to the school?
I think it's excellent compared to what student unions have today. And I've had, a 48-year history with the university. I've worked at UAPB for 42 years, and Chancellor Alexander has made some tremendous improvements and advancements in those areas for the students and for future students to come. And it's a recruiting tool for our students, and I can't wait until we get our new student center where we can add even more eateries there and and other facilities where our students can have events like the grand ballroom that'll be able to accommodate the coordination and other
Grand
events.
ballroom?
Yes, that will be part of the new student center.
Okay. So are you going to the homecoming game?
Yes, I'm going to the game. Hey, we live for homecoming. Those
Okay.
of us who are graduates of this institution, they travel many, many miles to come back and renew acquaintances and just sort of keep the legacy and the tradition going and help pay back what they received, because had it not been for UAPB, many of the opportunities that they are experiencing now they would not have.
All right. Well, thanks for stopping
Okay.
by.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
My
Enjoy
pleasure.
the homecoming.
Thank you, I will.
Yeah. All right, and we're back.
We are back.
Just now tuning in.
Okay.
We're tuning in.
Papers fly everywhere.
Homecoming Parade 2018. Golden time of year. I'm Dalliss Abraham.
I'm Fredrick Price.
And I'm Diana Cortez.
What a wonderful time of the year, to say the least. This is a holiday for the community here in Pine Bluff and for the UAPB students and alumni.
Hello, my name
Everybody
is
who's joined
Jamari
forces.
Johnson,
A lot of
and I'm a
schools in the
sophomore
surrounding
at
areas in the fourth state here in Arkansas, and even,
majoring in mathematics education,
USA.
and I currently serve as a 28.
They're here making their presence.
UAPB student out with them.
Again, these uniforms. So
I mean, I think
captures your eyes.
it's safe to say that every uniform that's going to be on this parade route and that has been on this parade route has probably been some of the most coordinated uniforms I have seen yet.
And I know I haven't talked about it, you know, guys. I have a lot of things that I did in band. I'm drum major. I was also on the flag line.
Wow.
Okay.
What didn't you do with it?
A woman with many talents.
Yes.
I think collectively we all have a lot of band experience, and it's good that we all can share that here on this homecoming day, especially you, Diana, part of the M4 band. You are part of the Warren High School band. Me, Watson Chapel here at Pine Bluff, 2017 alumni. At a standstill here at the parade route. You're taking a live look now. A lot of people excited, a lot of bystanders have come together for this golden time of the year. It is one of the most remarkable times of the year for the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. Everyone comes together, alumni, current students, future students, come together and just celebrate what this university is really about. It's a very windy Saturday, to say the least. We came at about 7, to get things set up, and it was so cold, and it's still a little cold because we're in the shade. The sun is blocking our angle, but of course, at kickoff at 2:30 at the Simmons Bank Field on campus, it'll be a little bit warmer. The high is going to be around 70 today, so all you need is a light jacket, huh?
I'm so ready to see the sea of gold that is going to be in the stadium.
And when you say see, I think that's an understatement. It really is. A lot of people representing the Golden Lions in our colors. Black and gold will be there.
So let's talk about the game. Can we please have game score predictions?
Ooh, game score predictions. Diana, I don't know if that's safe for me. What about you, Dalliss?
I'm a little scared.
Let's see. I'm thinking Golden Lions
30.
I'm doing
30,
14.
Alabama A&M.
I kind of want to do 14-7. UAPB with the win.
UAPB is going to get the win. We're going to predict that.
14-7. I
Let's
think
go
that's
ahead.
my prediction.
Let's go ahead and make that safe prediction that UAPB will win against
Oh yeah,
Alabama.
of course. UAPB will win. It's our homecoming game. We have to win.
Their homecoming game. They've worked really hard this season, even during the summertime, during the summer practices. That UAPB football team is probably one of the hardest working teams in our region. And that's not even an assumption. We've seen them, during the summer, during their summer practices. And like many other organizations, M4 Band, of course, the Golden Girls, and some of the other organizations, they work extremely hard. And that's what makes our university our university. It's a really great university for the Southeastern region, and that's why we attended, because it's been so great to us.
I love my university. I love my UAPB, my HBCU.
Exactly right. It's gotten us where we are today, and quite frankly, it's going to get us to where we're wanting to go. I know I want to be a broadcaster, Dalliss.
I want to be an anchor.
I want to be a videographer, a producer, anything behind the scenes.
Well, honestly, I want to own my own television network, so you got to start somewhere.
You have to start somewhere. And this, believe it or not, is a start for us. That's great. Television network, I think you can do it, Dallas. I don't know about me. That's a lot of hard work and behind the scenes work. I don't know if I can do, but you certainly can do it. You certainly are the person to do it. Take a look at the crowd, just to see of people here in downtown Pine Bluff for the homecoming parade for the year 2018, making a difference, making an impact here at UAPB. It's really fun to see all of the people gather for the homecoming.
I'm here with Miss Anita Shaw. How are you doing today?
I am wonderful, enjoying the festivities.
The homecoming experience has been amazing.
Yes, yes, love to come to homecoming every year.
And what class did you graduate from?
1991.
1991?
Yes.
That's amazing. Is it a lot of members of your class here?
I don't know, I haven't seen anyone. I'm here representing Chi Eta Phi Nursing Sorority, Chi Chapter, Pine Bluff.
That is amazing. Thank you so much for stopping and speaking with us today. This has been Jamari Rose. Take care.
Thanks, Jamari, so much.
Jamari.
For that interview. Like that woman that she was just talking to, and a lot of the other people here attending the parade. Time of the year, very ecstatic, and a lot of enthusiasm, to say the least, as these people make their way on the Main Street stretch here in downtown Pine Bluff. It is the heart of the city. The city has seen, some adversities here in the past. This is the second year, if I'm not mistaken, that we've been able to host the Homecoming Day Parade on the full length of Main Street, and it's really good. And Go Forward Pine Bluff, an initiative that is within the city. They're going to be making a difference with urban development. They're taking a live look now at the Main Street parade route here in Pine Bluff. A lot of bystanders, a lot of parade floats, and a lot of people just into it, you all. It's a golden time of the year, and that is the theme this year. A golden time of the year.
I love seeing the alumni come back and giving back to our university as well. Bonding with the current students. Like Dallas said, a roundup with the choir. I wish the band could have a roundup as well.
It's something that you could, pitch off when you become an alumni.
All around. If you see organizations, they have a lot of things.
And you two actually will be alumni here soon. You're graduating in December next
14th.
month. It's so bittersweet for her. I love meeting her. I love having her.
Maybe that roundup is something you can learn.
That's what I mentioned.
As well as my scholarship that I would like to start.
Of course, you're going to be graduating in the spring, so you have a little bit of time longer with me, which is wonderful. But Diana, you mentioned, the alumni making their presence, and that's exactly what they do. Not even just around the homecoming time, but throughout the year. They give generous donations and generous contributions to the university so that students like us who are sitting here can be successful and can obtain an undergraduate degree. And that's what's important, and that's what makes our university a really great university.
Another thing, yesterday was the fish fry, I believe. The
alumni fish fry.
Yeah, and like we said, the alumni giving back to the school. The alumni for the Texas Club, they actually bought tickets for the students to attend.
I believe that. That is really nice. A fish fry. I could use the fish right about now. Man, I could use some food right about now. A very lengthy parade route. It's 11:17 local time here in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, and the crowd is definitely making an impact here in the heart of the city.
It's just so great to see that they're still out here. After I saw a few floats, I'd have been like,
it's time to go. But even people, when they get done with their floats and they get to the end of the parade route, they still come back to where everything is going on. And they, want to view the parade and want to view all the schools, not just in Pine Bluff, but believe it or not, there are 80 floats or 80 organizations that are participating.
And there are 17 high school bands.
The Chancellor's party.
Oh, yes.
There are 17 high school bands, and some bands will even be attending the Battle of the Bands after the game at that.
So, I've never gone to the Battle of the Bands. Can you tell me what's that like?
Well, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, the Hyper is under construction, so I'm wondering where the Battle of the Bands is going to be held. It's usually held at the Hyper.
Guess we're not going to safe to speculate. Guess we'll see it. It usually happens following the
right after the game. We go to the Hyper and we perform there.
Chi chapter of Chi Eta Phi Sorority Incorporated.
The nursing organization. That's something I've never seen before. Wow, that's really interesting. They have a nursing organization for Greek life. Hey, if you want to be a part of Greek, there's everything out there for you.
There's something for
everyone.
Especially here in Pine Bluff.
And there's no kidding, Dallas. There is literally an organization for everyone. And there's some people who go and spearhead these things off. And just look at some of these prominent organizations.
And we also have these organizations passing out candy.
And
now we have an interview with Jamari.
Hi, this is Jamari Rose reporting live from the UAPB Homecoming Parade 2018. I am here with the band director for Harper Woods Band. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I am doing wonderful. Is this your first year participating in the Homecoming Parade?
Yes, this is. This is the first year that the Harper Woods High School Band from Detroit, Michigan is down representing for Detroit and Michigan, and this is our first time in the parade.
Thank you. We are so happy to have you guys. Thank you so much for taking the time out to speak with us today. This has been Jamari Rose reporting live. Thank you.
Harper Woods, Michigan, all the way from Michigan. That's the furthest I've seen. People from all over come to our homecoming to rep their school.
People get here from a cause with alumni.
Exactly.
Alumni should go out and really talk about UAPB and how great it is, and how that you come here to actually
And I don't even think they don't need to talk. Just look at some of the accomplishments. A lot of these bands and organizations have come and they're doing, exactly what they set out to do when they were at UAPB. So it just shows the success that we have at our campus.
I'm really excited about this next group of people Learning Academy. There are 2 academies, but the one that's featured in this parade is actually the foundation school for the academy. Right. And what's so great about their float is that it took a day to make, and for the past 2 years, they've won awards for their float. So it's really amazing. The float they made last year took about 2 days, and to see all the work that they put into it, for them to only do that in a day, I applaud everything that they do.
And we have a underwater theme going on.
People have done. That float looks amazing. Look at the kiddos on there. Very excited to be here.
And what's so great about it, they pick a year in advance of what their float is.
My name is Really?
Yes.
I'm a former member of the organization. They're teaching those kids how to be organized right now. You're looking live at the parade route on your screen. Another band making their appearance here at downtown Pine Bluff. It is 11:22 local time, and we're having a ball.
I'm getting hungry.
Are you getting really hungry?
I want my turkey leg. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm looking forward to this turkey leg.
Diana was mentioning turkey legs. I said there are going to be turkey legs throughout the route of university. Food trucks lined up everywhere for those tailgaters and those people attending the homecoming game today.
We also have a featurette for Business Learning Academy a little later.
Coming up a little later in the broadcast, but we mentioned the homecoming and the presence out on University Drive where UAPB is located. A lot of tailgaters are going to be present there, and it's just going to be a lot of activity going on. I anticipate that a lot of people are going to be in attendance of the game as the Golden Lions take on Alabama A&M.
We've talked about events, during the week of homecoming, and we have yet to talk about Jazz in the Cat.
Oh yeah,
Jazz in the Cat was so great. Like, it was,
Were you in attendance of Jazz in the Cat? What was it
versus normally having like a DJ on Wednesdays, to actually hear something live, I felt real classy. I was like, we're somewhere special right now.
The jazz band is actually under the direction of Mr. Daryl Evans.
And he does a really good job. The players and the people who are part of that ensemble work really hard. They sound really well. They do really well when it's so exciting, like you mentioned, to have something different. Sometimes we kind of break tradition, but we break tradition in a good way.
Next up, we have the Southwood High School Marching Band all the way from Memphis, Tennessee.
They sound really good.
They are doing really well, those star players out there.
That brass really...
You can hear the low brass and just the brass section all the
Trombones are
way.
really in there. The dance team as well.
Dance team as well. You can take a live look right now and just look at this band as they're making their way here in downtown.
17 bands this year, you guys.
17 bands were participating. Over 80 cars and floats.
I'm excited. I love bands.
I do too.
17 bands, I am not complaining.
It's really fun to always see someone.
All right, in a few moments, we'll have an interview.
Here's just a few moments after this band as they make their way. Very, very loud, very, very proud, all the way from Michigan, Tennessee. It's very nice to see those young people excel well in band, as we talked earlier in the broadcast about our band experiences, and to see some of these other people on the collegiate and the secondary levels in the high schools who are going to be at the collegiate level. It's it's very fun to see that the band cause is not dead. A lot of people excited.
Hi, this is Ebony Kendrick with UAPB-TV, and we're live with Deshandra Nuri from Memphis, Tennessee. Tell us about your band.
Well, Southwind has been in existence for 10 years. This is my second year. I am an alumni of University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. I graduated in spring 2012, and I've been there since last year.
So you're a 2012 graduate at UAPB. Wonderful. Thank you so much for coming back. And what's your favorite homecoming experience about being here in Pine Bluff with us?
Well, when I was at UAPB, I was in the band, so this is nothing new to me. I enjoy this.
So you're a former M4. So am I. That's great. Wonderful. So thank you so much. We wish you and your kids safe travels back to Memphis. Thank you for joining us.
All right, thank you, Ebony Kendrick, who had a person who was a part of the band representing her band as well.
All right, and you're tuning into the 2018 UAPB Homecoming Parade.
UAPB versus Alabama A&M University.
If you're just joining us, I'm Fredrick Price.
I'm Dalliss Abraham.
And I'm Diana Cortez.
All of us are part of the Multimedia Communication Department at University of Arkansas Pine Bluff. We are the ones who are bringing you this live broadcast of the Homecoming Parade. It is a golden time of the year, to say the least, you all.
I'm really loving how all these floats, cars are really trying to incorporate the golden time of year within their floats.
Exactly. I mean, that's our theme essentially for this year. But every year, if you think back, every year that we've had homecoming, and even in future years, it will always be a golden time of the year. To see all of our alumni friends, to see all of our current students, future students come together. And it's almost like a family if you think about it.
Family reunion.
It's basically what it is.
It's so crazy to know that that's one thing that I really enjoyed when I was doing my research, figuring out what college I wanted to go to. I would talk to people who are who were enrolled during that time, and everyone would mention that UAPB was such a big family.
Yeah, I mean,
and that everybody just looked out for each other. So
that
was one of the reasons why I decided to make my choice to attend here.
A lot of universities, a lot of students say it is comparable to a student just being a number, but here at UAPB, we're not just a number, we are a student. And that's exactly the representation that they give us. We're so happy to have that.
Now we have Dunbar Magnet Junior High School Marching Band.
Dunbar High School, that's exactly right. Their marching band making an impact here in downtown Pine Bluff, looking really nice, representing their purple. Obviously, there's the brass section right there. We got a French horn player, trumpet players, the whole 9 yards. It just seems like it's their brass section that's going to be here, and their percussion section as well. We got bass drums back down there. So, what a golden time of year it is. What a fun time for a lot of people. You see those maple trees in the back trying to change colors. Like I mentioned, autumn is my favorite time of the year. And I'm glad that homecoming this year, during the autumn season, like every year, it's not unseasonably warm like it was last year.
I wish you stopped saying unseasonably warm. It was hot, okay?
For November, I don't think that was appropriate. You couldn't wear sweaters or anything last homecoming. You had to wear shorts. This band is making their way here in the downtown Pine Bluff Parade route. Such an exciting time. So exciting to see everyone here in downtown.
Let's talk about how cold it was this morning.
Oh, yes.
When we first got here, it was freezing.
It was freezing.
Still waiting for the sun to come up. It's barely peaking, but it's making its way.
There's the sun, it's got a little cloud cover right now, partly cloudy, but game time, kickoff time is at 2:30 at the Simmons Bank Field in Pine Bluff. And by that point, it is going to warm up significantly. Not going to be too hot like Dallas said it was last year, but it is going to be comfortable enough for people to enjoy the game. And of course, if you want to get things started a little early, 12:30, a lot of tailgating is going to be happening in that area, just down the University Drive area leading up to the stadium. A lot of people are excited, a lot of food trucks, people making money, people selling food, just for the needs of people attending the game. Such a rewarding time this year for homecoming. So remarkable and very historic for us here in the Multimedia Communication Department. There's a lot of people, they ask what department I'm affiliated with on campus, and I say I'm a part of the Multimedia Communication Department, and they look at me like I'm just speaking some foreign language. because it's new. It's a newly re-established department, and we're so proud to be bringing you this live broadcast. It's the first that we've ever done. In years to come, we're going to continue to bring you the live broadcast as well.
Since you're still going to be here, what are you excited about, that's going to come to our major or
Well, it's a lot of things that we're going to unveil. I don't want to be, the person who is unveiling these things. You'll have to see it for yourself. But things like this, it's the little things like being able to do live broadcasts, not only at a homecoming parade, but at other parades, such as maybe a rodeo parade, different news broadcasts and things like that. Just getting out and engaging with the community, not necessarily the UAPB community, but with the Pine Bluff community. That's what I'm excited to see. And I love it.
Now we have a video
of the
Cortez brothers of Pine Bluff.
Hello, my name is Homer Jackson. I'm a former member of one of the Corvette clubs here in Pine Bluff. During that process, we became involved with Miss Kane, and she invited us to ride in the parade with different individuals riding the cars. In the process, she would invite us over to her home where she would discuss numerous of things, how to become a better organization, how to do things better with the club that we was in. At one time, I stepped back from the club for personal reasons, but I stayed in contact with Ms. Kane. She would call and ask me to serve different positions in the parade, and I would do that. In the process of doing that, we became more involved with other groups, other guys. And we would get together. When one guy would get a call, he would call other guys, I would call other guys, and we would get together and do things that different groups would ask us to do as far as parade and things of this nature. After that, we would sit and talk about different things, mainly about God and Pine Bluff, our love for Pine Bluff and things of this nature. During that process, we decided to get together as a group because we found out that not only did we have a love for cars, we had a love for God and Pine Bluff and doing the right thing. And we formed the group, and now it is called the Corvette Brothers of Pine Bluff. We intend to serve Pine Bluff, first of all, in a godly way. And we found that in a godly way, if you start off with God, you cannot go wrong. And then from that point, we want to serve Pine Bluff in different organizations, going to schools, going to Salvation Army, help with food, help doing different things. We just want to serve Pine Bluff and teach Pine Bluff how to love. We need to get back to peace, harmony, and things of this nature. And we have strayed away from that. And that's what our organization is all about. We want to do good things here in Pine Bluff, teach people how to love, and get back to the good things and enjoy life.
You're tuned in to the 2018 UAPB Homecoming Parade. My name is Dalliss Abraham.
I'm, of course, Fredrick Price.
And I'm Diana Cortez.
What a golden time of year it is, to say the least. This is a golden time. That is the theme this year. And every homecoming in the past and in the future, it will always be a golden time. It's almost like a fellowship. We mentioned earlier in the broadcast, it's like a family. People from all over come together, and they come together and they have such a fun time throughout this entire week.
They do. Vote Angelica Perkins for Ebony Campus Queen.
You can vote up to
several times daily and share, and include the hashtag EbonyHBC.
You can vote up to 9 times, but just refresh the page and keep voting.
Keep voting. We're going to give her an Ebony magazine. It says, at least it's such an honor.
Family, friends, and followers, I really need your vote.
And she does need the vote. It's very, very remarkable for her, and such a wonderful honor for Miss UAPB, to say the least. A lot of activities throughout this homecoming week that you just saw on the screen. Golden time of the year. It kicked off on Sunday, October the 28th at Full Council Church. Vesper Choir and, of course, M4 Band was there making their presence. And we had a comedy show on Monday. On Tuesday, of course, was kind of like the Golden Lion Fest. It was a lot of fun. There's, as you can see, Mimi's again.
Here's Mimi's again.
But like I mentioned, the Golden Lion Fest kind of got tongue twisted there. Happened on Tuesday, and a lot of organizations kind of did a little bit of recruiting and got their organization made on Tuesday. They had a lot of fun and games, so a lot of alumni and people attended that event, and of course on Wednesday was coronation for Miss 89th UAPB, Angelica Perkins.
Yes, it was really beautiful.
And Blake Connor. I wasn't able to attend. Were you ladies?
I wasn't.
There.
Well, honestly, I needed a prom dress.
Really?
I needed
Oh,
a
that's
dress.
right, and it's very historical on that grounds because we've never done a masquerade prom before after coronation before, so even that was interesting.
Yeah. But I saw on Snapchat and Twitter and Instagram, everyone had a really nice
Everyone was
time.
flooding social media, and they had a lot of fun. They had a bonfire on Thursday night, which was a lot of fun. We saw a lot of organizations out there, Greek organizations, band as well, made their presence. Yes. And Friday was another comedy show. It was actually in the community, not on campus, at the Pine Bluff Convention Center, and a lot of people were in attendance of that. Here we are, November 3rd, Saturday, ending things off. We started with the parade, which is what we're doing now. You're taking a live look of downtown Pine Bluff Main Street, the heart of the city where everything is happening.
Yes.
A lot of the parade
Another
floats,
thing,
a lot of
you guys,
bystanders.
Last year's homecoming was it the week before finals or during finals? I mean, midterms. It was the week before midterms.
Can you imagine how stressful that was to try to participate in the homecoming festivities and also trying to keep up with your finals and your classes?
And then this year, homecoming's in November, and then not only that, but you start thinking about how in like 2 weeks it's Thanksgiving break.
Jeez Louise,
That's
time
exciting,
is flying on by.
I'm so ready for it. My mom was dressing, ham.
You're talking about food, Dallas. We've been in this broadcast for over an hour now, and I am extremely hungry. We're going to get there in just a few moments. Homecoming parade is sure to sing, and of course at 12:30, we're going to have pre-game activities going on at the Simmons Bank Field at the University of Arkansas Pine Bluffs campus. Miss UAPB, we actually have a video featuring her, Miss Angelica Perkins. She is the 89th Miss UAPB. Take a look at this. Hartford, she got the votes, and there she is where she is, and I don't think there's anyone who could have been, she's a very deserving individual.
Yes, and so is Mr. Blake Connor, our Mr. UAPB. They're both very deserving individuals, and they are really representing our university very, very well. And Miss Angelica Perkins, the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff Queen, would like you all to go to ebony.com and vote for her.
Of course, you can vote up to 9 times a day and just keep on refreshing the page. She can use those votes. Very, very nice. She did very nice and looks really nice. Wonderful coronation. We're taking a live look at the Main Street downtown parade route here in downtown Pine Bluff.
Miss Chelsea Thomas, how you doing this morning?
Doing all right. How you doing?
Great. Tell me a little about your dance team.
Okay, I have a hip hop major in dance team. We traveled to Bring It. I just moved here from Louisiana with my team there. So we have the history of going on Bring It. So I'm trying to bring that back home to Pine Bluff, Arkansas, where I'm from.
Wonderful. Are you from Pine Bluff?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. And what exactly brings you and your girls to the team this morning? Like, what was your motivation to get up early and come to the homecoming parade?
Well, to try to just get our name out there, because like I said, I'm new. I just started down here in January, so to just get the name out there, to get the community involved, get the girls out here in the community was a big thing for me.
Great. Thank you so much for giving us some time this morning. Enjoy the rest of homecoming.
Thank you.
We're back, you guys. Thank you for tuning in. This is our first live
Broadcast here.
at the
Homecoming parade.
versus Alabama A&M University.
Yes, this is history in the making.
History in the making.
Plan on making this an annual thing.
Exactly. It is
And I'm really excited for what multimedia communication is doing.
Multimedia communication, you say? Sounds a little new. It sounds a little fresh.
Innovative.
Innovative. We were mass comm department, but now we are a part, like she mentioned, multimedia communication department as well this year. A lot of fun, a lot of, like you mentioned, innovative things, a lot of refurbished things going on.
We're learning about different types of journalism.
Yes.
Right now, I'm in Diana and we are in a mobile journalism class, and we're learning a lot about social media and how it can work in your favor as someone in journalism.
Exactly.
It's very efficient, self-efficient for you because you don't need many people to help you. You only need about maybe you, honestly, and a tripod and a camera. And it's so easy to live stream. It's so easy to do different things with social media.
It is, and you mentioned social media. It's such a humongous outlet for people. You can just make one Instagram post and just think of the outreach of people that you're actually reaching out to. And I think that's so wonderful. These are things, little things like that that we didn't have 10 years ago that fortunately we have now, and it makes people, it's very successful to say the least. It's a wonderful and innovative tool that a lot of us use. People probably take it for granted, honestly. They don't understand, you know, the value of social media.
And how much it can impact a group of people.
It impacts a lot of people. And we're back now live here in downtown Pine Bluff for the 2018 Homecoming Parade. It's a very historic day, very remarkable day. We have Carlos James, who is the head coach for the baseball team at UAPB.
Correct.
Nice to meet you, Mr. James. Thank you for joining us. Talk about what it's like for a lot of the baseball players. I know it must be an extreme training process, you know, during off season, right?
Yeah, this is the toughest part actually for them during the year. You know, you got classes, you got training, study halls grueling, the weather's changing. A lot of guys are just getting now used to being on campus and the grind of, you know, school and baseball. This is the toughest time of the season for them. So, but they do a good job. We usually come out with a really good GPA during this time of the year.
I want to ask, how do you recruit people so they can join this baseball team?
Oh, we all over the country. Actually, our baseball team is represented by 18 states in 3 different countries. A lot of it is just networking. Baseball is a fraternity that kind of goes on, and we like to recruit with our own student athletes. Like once our guys graduate and they go back home, they usually funnel kids right back into the system, and we bring them here to UAPB.
Which is really fun and wonderful. So what's your outlook for this coming up baseball season? What is it going to be like for you all?
Well, it's just like every year for us. We look to compete for a championship.
Very competitive, might I add.
Yeah, yeah, and we look to play well, you know, when we go and play the Power 5 schools. I mean, since we've been here, since 2011, we've won 3 conference championships. We've beaten, I think, 5 top 25 teams, you know, so we've done really well with what we have.
And I think that's really good. It's really good that we're bringing awareness to the baseball team at UAPB. And it's good that, you know, like we mentioned, the competitiveness, you mentioned worldwide.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't beat it. It's wonderful. It's wonderful for the university.
Yeah, it is.
Well, it is homecoming, so what is your favorite part about homecoming?
With all the things that we have to do at the end, I mean, to be honest with you. But I guess the main thing is just seeing the people and getting the chance to see all the alumni and how they react to all the new buildings and the new structures that we got going up, and seeing that, you know, UAPB is growing and progressing in the diversity that we now have. I think that's the good part about it. Like yesterday, I was at the stadium and you had some of the older alumni football players walked on and actually cried because they got to see a really nice facility from when they played. And so those are the type of things that you get to see, and then you get to learn a lot about the history of where the university was and where it came from, and then that helps me to be able to grow our team as well.
So what does that feel like, knowing that you are the current head coach, and to see alumni come back and see some of the accomplishments that the university has made, but not only the university, but you as a coach?
Well, it's just an honor to get their approval. You know, when they come in and they tell you that they've been following the program, or they got to see you play a game somewhere and how proud they are of how we represent the university, those are the things that you like to see and like to hear from the alumni.
Exactly.
Well, thank you, Coach, and I hope you continue to enjoy your homecoming festivities.
Thank you so much. Here's to a good season, Mr. James.
All right. Hello, my name is Shamika Mack, the owner of Mimi's Learning Academy, where children receive maximum love and great learning experiences. Not only are we a daycare, but we are a family-oriented Christian environment. And we love our HBCU, our University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. We participate in the homecoming every year. We do it because we have staff that works here that goes to the HBCU, and I also has a daughter that cheers for the HBCU Spirit team. So therefore, we are very active when it comes down to our University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. We love our HBCU. We have participated in the homecoming for the last few years, and we have won first place each year with our beautiful float that we made. And immediately after 2017 parade was over, we got together right then and we immediately came up with our theme for 2018. And that's how we came up with Under the Sea. And we got together and we always do our theme according to the kids. Every time we do a theme, it is always kid friendly because we do things for the kids. And this year, our theme for the homecoming parade would be Under the Sea, where we would have a live mermaid laying in her clam, holding her pearl. So if you are looking for a great child care center for your children, look no further. Consider us. Give us a call at 870-534-MIMI or 870-534-6363. We are the original Mimi's Learning Academy.
Thank you for watching the live stream of our homecoming parade. We now have Tyrese Boom, our very own alumni, and also a part of the multimedia communications.
Yes, I'm also the voice of the Golden Lions on the radio and on UAPB-TV when it gets back on
I
the air.
thought that voice sounded a little bit familiar.
You have a great job.
A sports aspect of the homecoming parade. We've obviously featured a lot of the activities, organizations, and floats, and of course the horses, as you just saw. But you're going to give us another aspect of sports and what's going on.
The actual game. I think my mic just fell out of my shirt.
Uh-oh, that's fine. Hey, it's live TV, folks. It's always some technical difficulties that we're going to have.
That is probably the best it could have possibly gone.
Tyrese is, I'm not going to say, he's a little bit experienced. He's done several internships at news stations. He understands what live TV is like.
What needs to be done. Right now, we're going to talk about the actual game that's going to happen on at 2:30 tonight at Simmons Bank Field by way of Golden Lions Stadium. UAPB is going to be facing off against Alabama A&M. And here's the thing, Alabama A&M, they're a very beatable team, 4-4 record. 4-4 record. But here's the thing, every game they have one player that goes off that gets an over 100-yard game, and it's never the same person. So there's no one real person you can key in on. So what they need to do on defensive side, because that's where we struggled on the most.
And defense, I'm telling you.
Exactly. The defensive side of the ball, we need to make sure we follow our assignments and do our responsibility. If we can do that, our offense will carry the day. Skylar Perry has been an amazing,
and which he has a star player, honestly.
Amazing freshman quarterback. And then they have the golden toe himself, Jamie Gilliam. I mean, you know, really one of the main prospects that we have going that could go to the NFL. If you don't say it myself, you don't like predictions or anything like that. But we're gonna wrap this up. But first of all, how y'all doing?
Doing well. I'm doing well. Yeah, we do. I mean, we kind of do miss you.
All right. Well, thank you, guys. This was Tyrese Boone.
Tyrese Boone, A&M against Alabama A&M against Golden Lions. I can't wait to see the game. Let's hope your predictions hold up.
Can't wait
Thanks,
to hear
Tyrese.
your comment.
Thanks, Tyrese, so much.
Well, that's the end of the parade. Thanks for tuning in.
What a fun time we've had today, to say the least. We made a lot of history for the multimedia and communication department, to say the least. It's a very historic and remarkable day on this homecoming week. It was fun to see all of the organizations and festivities that happened this weekend throughout the parade route, and to have some feature interviews with a lot of the bystanders and some prominent people with some of these organizations. It's always a golden time of the year, to say the least, and that's the theme this year.
Yes, and I'd like to thank Title III.
Title III, yes, it's a U.S. Department of Education strengthening historically black colleges, and Title III is why we're here today. A lot of thanks to them and what they do every day. Don't forget that the pregame activities, I should say, for the football game is going to be at 12:30 at Simmons Bank Field, and of course kickoff is at 2:30. We hope you have a good rest of your homecoming festivities, and be safe. I'm Fredrick Price.
I'm Dalliss Abraham.
And I am Diana Cortez. Thank you for watching.
And take care.